Have you ever looked at someone and thought, I wish I could be like them? Maybe it's their character, their confidence, their discipline, or the way they handle challenges. But the truth is that the person you admire most didn't get there by chance. They grew into that kind of version of themselves, and so can you. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most transformative quotes I've ever heard. Become the person you would look up to. So together we'll explore what this means, how you can start your journey, and why it's never too late to become the best version of yourself. So let's get started. Have you ever thought about the kind of person you would like to become or you admire most? What if one day you could become that kind of person? Maybe it's someone who is kind. Maybe it's someone who is super generous. Maybe it's someone who is disciplined, confident. Imagine, what if one day you could wake up, look in the mirror, and genuinely be pleased with who you have become. Don't want to do that for others, but do it for yourself, because that's the power of this code. Become the person you would look up to. And it's not just advice, it's a roadmap for your personal growth. Today I want to unpack this idea. What does it mean to live as someone you admire most? How can we bridge that gap between where we are and where we want to be? And most importantly, how can we sustain this journey even if it feels difficult? First and foremost, let's define and understand who you admire most. Maybe it's someone close to you, for example, a family member, a friend, a mentor, or perhaps it's just a public figure who inspires you. And then you should understand what makes them stand out for you, what kind of character trait makes them unique for you, and what character trait you admire in them most. Maybe it's their resilience. Maybe it's their ability to stay calm under pressure. Maybe it's their kindness. So what makes them stand out for you? So here's the thing. If you admire someone's confidence, maybe it's because you need some self-assurance, or you need to be more confident. Or if you look at someone and think, oh, how disciplined he or she is, maybe it's because you crave some structure in your own life. Personally, I always admired those people who could stay calm under pressure, or who could stay relaxed even when something negative happened in their lives. And I always wanted to become that kind of person, and I always wanted to understand how they can control their emotions, their feelings when something extremely exciting was happening in their lives. But thank God, through working for several months, I can now say that I am emotionally stable and I am in control of my emotions. And even if something happens in my life which is not very pleasant, or even if I'm under pressure, I can control my feelings and my emotions, and I can stay calm and relaxed and a bit laid back, and I don't panic anymore. So it's about working on yourselves, and for working on yourself, you should firstly understand what you are going to work on specifically. So yeah, that's why it's really important to define what kind of qualities you would like to have within yourself. So realizing this is the first step toward change. So first and foremost, try to understand what kind of character traits you admire most, and then let's move to the next step. Step number 2, write down the qualities you would like to have. Yeah, this can sound obvious and a bit childish, but it did help me, because when you have all the qualities you would like to have before your eyes, it's easier to imagine, and it's easier to to break them down into small steps and try to reach them. It's crucial to write down your goals and try to break them down, because this way it's easier for you to understand what small steps you can take to reach your bigger goal. Even if you are very far from being disciplined, that's okay. Write down the perfect way you would like to be. And for example, if you want to be very disciplined, you want to wake up every day at 5 a.m. And I don't know, go and run a bit and come and prepare breakfast. If you want to do this in the morning, you just write it down. Then you try to break this goal into small steps. For example, how can I become that version of myself who wakes up at 5 a.m. every day? If I wake up now at 9 a.m., you should try to start small. That's crucial because you can't just put your alarm at 5 a.m., wake up very happily and feel great and go and run, and you can't do that because it's difficult for you. You should start small, but you should start today. Okay, let's move to the third step, which is connected to the second one, and it's about breaking down your steps into smaller ones so that you can reach them easier. And starting with big changes can be overwhelming. You can feel really exhausted when you try to do everything at once. If you want to be more disciplined, if you want to wake up earlier, just start waking up an hour earlier. Put your alarm at 5 a.m. if you can barely wake up at 9 a.m. By doing this, you create some small habits, and over time you'll see that you have changed a lot. And moving to the fourth and final step, which is to reflect, adjust, and be grateful. So as for reflecting and adjusting your goals, I think a lot of people think that it's not okay to change your goals, to adjust them over time, but guys, that's completely okay, because when you were writing down your goals, you didn't know as much as you know now. You didn't see as much as you see now, and that's okay to change a bit what your destination is. If you created some habits that don't align with your goals anymore, with the qualities you want to reach anymore, change them. That's completely okay. And also, I would suggest taking time to reflect on your progress. That's crucial, because sometimes we just focus on what we want to become more, and we just don't see how much progress we have. Sometimes that can be demotivating because you just don't see your improvement, you don't appreciate that, and you take it for granted. You think that that should have been like that, but no, you have done a lot of things. You created new habits, you changed yourself, and you should be happy that you have done these kind of things. So appreciate these moments and be happy for them. And at the end of the video, I would also like to talk about sustaining your journey, which is difficult, but we all know that without consistency we can't have any progress. And I would like to bring a vivid example from my life. Okay, actually, that I've started posting videos on YouTube a month ago, and this is going to be my fourth video, and I always post on Sundays. And today it's Sunday. Usually I film my videos during the weekdays, and on Friday, on Saturday I edit them, and then on Sunday I post them. But this week I was really busy, and now it's Sunday, and I had to film my video today and edit it, and frankly speaking, I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like filming anything, editing anything, but here comes your consistency. I understand that if I am not consistent to this activity, I can't succeed in it. How did I demonstrate consistency? I knew that the video I'm going to film today is not going to be perfect, because I'm not really motivated to do it today, but I thought that I should try to do my best. I know it's not going to be perfect, but at least I know that I have tried my best, and even if I can't make a perfect video, that's okay. at least I was consistent and at least I continued my journey. So I want to leave you with the thought that becoming the person you would look up to is about making choices every day that align with your values and principles. Ask yourself, what is something you could do today to become a bit closer to that version of yourself you would like to become? Don't wait for motivation to be present all the time. Motivation can come and go, but the thing that can turn your dreams into reality and can make your dreams come true is your choice and your action. I'm sure tomorrow you will be thankful because you started today. If this video inspired you, you may share it with someone who you think may need some encouragement. So stay healthy, stay curious, stay kind and motivated, and goodbye.